Hey, let's talk about the real estate market right now. I'm gonna get a little nerdy with you guys, but I want to share with you some real statistics of what's happening in our real estate market right now. I'm gonna jump into a lot of stuff here. Hang in here with me a few minutes if you want to know what's going on in the Indianapolis real estate market. Okay, so gonna share my screen with you and start showing you some statistics. First things first, a lot of people are talking about our real estate market changing, diminishing, going downhill, those kind of things. I do want to share with you that our median sales price or average sales price here in the Indianapolis area has remained pretty much the same. You'll see this 0.3% change over the last year, okay? So we really haven't seen prices come down a whole lot. And if you look historically here, we typically do see that in June of every year, the real estate market kind of levels out and then diminishes a little bit in price point until the end of the year. And then come January, February, we're seasonal, right? The market starts to head back up again. And so we're not really seeing any behavior change in median sales price at this time in our market. One thing I do want to share with you, though, is that we have seen a behavior change in the amount of sales that have happened. Sales are down about 18% in our market compared to this time last year. So that just means that less people are buying and also less people are selling their home. And so it's due to interest rates. It's due to a lot of things in our economy. There's just a little bit less confidence in our economy right now than there was this time last year. And so less people are just transacting right now. I want to share with you another statistic that I find interesting is new listings. So the amount of people that come to the market compared to this time last year. A lot of people are like expecting prices to fall, right? And they think that with interest rates being really high and the economy being uncertain, they're expecting prices to fall. They're looking for deals, all those things. That likely would happen if we had a surplus of new listings and a surplus of inventory. The problem is, as you see here, compared to last year, 25% less people actually decided to sell their home this year. And so that brings available inventory down. And when supply is low, if demand also comes down with it, you guys saw closed activities down 18%, but you saw new listings come down 25%. If those things kind of fall together, prices will likely stay the same. It's supply and demand that drives prices, right? And so if the demand drops together, the buy side and the sell side demand, prices are likely to stay where they are. Let's start talking about unsold listings as well, too. So a lot of people are, worried that their homes won't sell in our market today. What's really interesting is we have seen a big change in unsold listings compared to last year. There's been a 90% increase in unsold listings compared to last year. That means that some houses are sitting on the market longer, and by the time their contract is over, that's marked as an unsold or an expired listing. And we are seeing an uptick in that. And likely what's happening is that folks are pricing their properties at old market prices. They're pricing their properties with expectations of getting multiple offers. They're pricing their properties a little bit too high when I showed you that the market is the same. There's a lot of real estate agents and brokers out there that still have that old mentality of, hey, let's look at last year's comps and let's add 5 or 10% because that worked 2 or 3 years ago. It doesn't work now. And so if you're not getting properly educated when you're ready to sell, you do put yourself at risk for having a home or a listing that does go unsold. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about here in this in the last bit of this video is distressed listings. I have a lot of investors that want people that want to be investors coming to us and saying, hey, we hear the market's changing. It's time to grab a deal. We want a distressed property. We want a problem property because we want a deal. Well, guys, look at where we are in distressed properties compared to where we were. So in 2008, right? 2008, when our market kind of turned around and then moving forward all the way through to about 2015 or 2016, there were a lot of distressed listings on the market. There are a lot of houses that need a lot of work. Well, you see that this is a huge downward trend in distressed listings. There's just not a lot of distressed properties out there right now. okay? Non-standard condition properties. So for those of you that think, hey, there's a lot of deals out there, there's a lot of distressed properties to be found, there haven't been a lot on the market. There's another reason for that. There's a lot of people that are just selling their distressed properties to like cash buyers and selling them, unfortunately, a lot less than what they're worth, but it's happening. So I just want to give you some real insights on our market. I would tell you that we're probably experiencing a pretty balanced market right now. Buyers in some cases are able to negotiate a little bit, and sellers are willing to negotiate a little bit. Sometimes sellers are getting exactly what they want. Sometimes buyers are getting exactly what they want. So we find that a pretty balanced market, and it all comes back to that demand that I just described to you. If the demand is going down to sell and to buy, we don't really see prices or negotiations or any of those changing significantly. So we sort of stuff kind of like in a transition market right now. 2024 might be a revamp market if rates come down, and we might just see prices go up and things get wild again. Hope you guys find this valuable. I hope we can talk soon. Thanks a bunch. Reach out to me anytime if you have real estate questions. Talk soon. Bye.